She asked me, "Where are you from?" I said Boston, and she said, "Well, I'm from Iowa, and we can read in Iowa." I didn't know where that came from. I hadn't said I'm from Harvard. I hadn't said I'm a professor. All I said was Boston. And then as she uh, as she got out of the elevator, over her shoulder, she said, "We don't much like people on the coasts."
Hmm.
And this this takes us back, Steve, to the conversation we were having about the politics of identity. And this was not about woke identity. This was about the sense that many people have, many working people, many people who live in rural areas or in the middle of the country, that coastal elites, credentialed elites, well-educated elites look down on them. And this is what I've called the tyranny of merit, the way in which the sense among many of the winners of globalization have not been content only with the winnings, but also want to claim that their winnings are their due, that their success is their own doing, the measure of their merit. And so it's interesting that she said, "We can read in Iowa," which shows that the resentment against elites is not against elites who are in business or wealthy, as Trump is wealthy. It's resentment against credentialed elites, against meritocratic elites, who many people feel look down on them. And so, one way of summing it up is that the market-driven version of hyperglobalization deepened the divide between rich and poor. But the meritocratic hubris of the successful during that same period is what created the divide between winners and losers. That's the divide that's toxic to our politics, that polarizes us. And that recognition, I think, should be the starting point for a bold project of democratic renewal that I hope will lead to a new definition, a more energized definition of what progressive politics can be.